and related to automation testing, you can get expect with a very regular questions here. So that is how you need to be get come up with in starting with attending with the interviews. Until unless you are not attending with the interviews, you cannot get with the clear picture how the way of questions has been done, because you need to be get comfortable in understanding what kind of interview questions you are expecting based on your resume and based on your experience. As you are attending with the interviews based on your resume part and based on your experience, what you have been mentioned, according to that particular one, you need to be get comfortable in understanding what kind of interview questions you are getting. Based on that, you need to be get continued. Based on that, you need to be get continued in taking with this particular respective interview questions here. So an example I have been given with list of these particular interview questions to get understand that how exactly we can expect on it. Considering that almost we got these particular 30 questions here. For these particular 30 questions, you got taking with answers also. Not like mandatory that you need to be go with the same answers. It's not like mandatory that you need to be get go with the same answers here. So that particular answer, the way of explanation need to be get vary from one particular person to another person. It's not like mandatory that it's not like mandatory that need to be go with the same explanation according to your comfortable, according to your comfortable, you can come up with your same explanation, but need to be get comfortable in explaining that particular respective answers related to all these particular interview questions. This is what the one PDF file which I got uploaded in your Google Classroom. So this particular PDF file which I have been uploaded in your Google Classroom, and apart from that, related to automation testing, related to automation testing, if you just refer this particular PDF file, you will be able to see lot of interview questions here. If we just look into this particular Selenium PDF file, which you guys already having, in this particular one, you will be able to see lot of interview questions here. Now, for example, if we just look into that before taking with the Java part, I given with some of the interview questions in taking with the practice. So the common interview questions here, and after that, taking with the Java related to some Java questions, and then taking with this particular Selenium related to this particular Selenium interview questions also, you will be able to have it. So, and apart from that, and apart from this, apart from all these particular one, so related to this particular Selenium also, some of the interview questions here, and then if we just look into in the last pages, if we just look into in the last pages, first I have been given with some of the syntaxes. What are all that particular regular syntaxes you can get expect on it. The one you got taking with that particular regular questions, including with the answers I have been given, but not like it will be going with the same answers. It's not like mandatory that it's not like mandatory that you need to be go with the same answers here. So just look into your comfortable So according to your comfortable, you can go with all that particular respective answers here. So that I will be able to have all that particular interview questions here. So almost just I got 100 questions I got. And apart from that, given with the list of some of the syntaxes here, not like only these syntax. It's not like we got only these particular syntaxes. So just to have the basic understanding, I have been given with all these particular syntaxes here. So that is what which you will be taking with all that particular respective syntaxes here. So related to automation testing, related to automation testing, you got that particular Selenium PDF file here. So which it will be taking with need to be get mentioning about, which you will be taking care about in having with all that particular respective interview questions are there. In a similar way, I'm just updating your manual PDF file with the interview questions. Currently, whatever that particular manual PDF file you are maintaining in this particular manual PDF file, so related to manual testing, not like having with any of the questions in the PDF file, I'm just updating that particular PDF file in documenting the common interview questions also. I'm just updating that particular manual PDF file with all the common interview questions here. So once I have been completed, updating that particular manual PDF file. So that particular PDF file I will be uploading in the respective Google Classroom. Even though your training program is completed, even though your training program is completed, it's not like your Google Classroom will be deactivated or you will not be able to get access. Even though the training is completed, Google Classroom access will be there. For the next 3 to 4 months, your Google Classroom access will be there. It's not like immediately deleted here. So because of that, so that particular one, if we get in case of any PDF file have been updated, it's not like only manual. In further, in case of manual or taking with the automation, that particular PDF file has been updated. Just I will be uploading in the Google Classroom. Maximum of in the next week, I'll be uploading that particular manual testing PDF file. I'm just taking with small update by providing all the interview questions with the respective of manual testing. Once it has been completed, I'll be uploading that particular respective manual PDF file in the Google Classroom here. So that Google Classroom access will be there. It's not like training will be getting completed and access will be deactivated. For the next maximum of for the next 3 to 4 months, the access will be there. So that they will be having the possibility to get utilized that particular respective Google Classroom here. So that is how I can continue in having with all that particular respective interview questions here. And it's not like just I will be providing it, how exactly all my previous batches will be doing. If we just look into all my previous batches, so how they will be doing is by their comfortable, they will be coming up with in creating their own particular respective Google Classroom here. So if we just look into all my previous batches, so how they will be doing is they will be taking care about, they will take care about in getting creating with that particular respective Google Classroom. Once I got created that particular respective Google Classroom, I can see how they have been getting started, which you will be taking with. So this, their own, it's not like creating with any of the WhatsApp group or taking or any other things here. That is not at all suggestible here. So better if you guys are more interested while doing with the job search activity in a very correct way, you guys also can maintain one particular Google Classroom. So in that particular Google Classroom, how they have been doing is whenever that particular guys has been attending with the interview, for example, you can see that this is how they will be getting posting all that particular interview questions here. Whoever the person they have been attending with the interview, what company they got attended, which round they have been attended, which round they have been cleared. So all that particular interview questions they will be uploading in that particular Google Classroom. It's not like I will be creating it. So they have been created. So the people who has been recorded, just they are adding it, my email ID also. So that is how for them it got a more comfortable to get clear with the interview, because in that particular Google Classroom they will be posting including with company name also. So which company they got attended. So in related to manual, related to automation. So what kind of questions they got it. So including with company name also, they have been posting it. So by that, the other persons, when they are attending with the same company of the interview, so if you just go through that particular interview questions, so the chances of there, it's not like mandatory, but more chances will be there to get have the similar questions. So that is how it will make you more comfortable to get have with the interview questions here. So that is will make you more easy to do with job search activity. So these people has been maintained only interview questions here. There is no concept of any other discussions here. So just have been gone with the only interview questions and then taking with the only job related information. Like they got attending with the interview in which company they are attending or which company got scheduled it. They have been uploading in that particular respective Google Classroom. So by that, all that particular batch people, they have been clearly knowing that where exactly the interviews has been going on, what kind of interview questions they are getting it. So that is how they have been started having with maintaining with all that particular interview questions here. So this will make you to have it taking with to get with all that particular information that will make you to get have it all that particular information related to this particular interview questions here. So that is how taking with the way of that you will be taking with that particular respective interview questions here. This is how you need to be go with in having that particular respective interview questions here. So if you guys also more interested, you guys also go with the same kind of practice. Don't go with all the WhatsApp group or any other things. That will waste your time only. So for your batch, whoever more comfortable, more interested in taking that particular interview part, you guys can maintain one particular Google Classroom, and whoever the people has been attending interview, any kind of interview, whether the interview has been cleared or not, that is a different step, but which you can start posting all that particular interview questions, definitely it will make you more comfortable and more easy to get clear that particular interview. And you can easily understand as part of that current market, because when you're searching the interview questions in the Google or in the YouTube, you will get lot of questions that will make you lot of time to get prepared all that particular thing. But rather than that, if you guys are coming up with this kind of the practice, you can easily understand according to the current market. So according to the current market, what kind of the questions they are expecting. And moreover, as all you guys considering into the one batch as like fresher level, trying with the experience level, as part of the current market, what kind of the interview questions they are expecting, you can easily understand. Based on that, you guys need to be get come up with your respective preparation. I'm clearly saying that until unless you are not getting attending with the interviews, until unless you are not getting attending with the interviews, you cannot get with the very clear picture how your preparation need to be done. Because once you start attending with the interviews, then you will get to know based on your resume what kind of interview questions they are expecting. According to that, that particular respective preparation need to be done. Because it's not like any academic syllabus, everyone will be getting with same interview questions. Maximum, the testing concepts are limited only. When you compare with Java or .NET or Python, any other thing, in case of Java or .NET, that is in a very vast subject. Lot of concepts will be there, lot of possibilities in having different type of questions here. But coming to the testing, that manual testing is a more limited subject. Even automation testing also not like having the chance of to have in a more number of questions here. The very regular questions will be there. The only thing is the way of how you are understanding the questions, the way of how you are understanding that particular interview question is more important. Most of the time, maximum of the time, you will be knowing with the answer related to that question, but the way of how you are understanding, that is what more important. Because when you are attending with the interviews, nowadays, maximum of the interviews, they are coming up with the questions related to the project perspective. Rather than directly asking with the question and answer, they are coming up with the project perspective, the way of your thinking and the way of your understanding with the question is very most important while attending with the interviews here. So because of that, while attending with the interviews, just see that how you can get understand that particular interview questions. And if possible, you guys also for your batch see that you can maintain only one Google Classroom, not like 10 people, more best friends, one Google Classroom, again 5 people, very best friends, one more Google Classroom. Again, that will waste your time here. You can maintain only one particular Google Classroom for your whole batch. By that, it will make you more comfortable to get understand the way of interview questions. In that particular Google Classroom, you guys need to be get posted only interview questions, only interview related information. The interview questions, in case of any openings or there, it will be uploading that openings. Apart from that, what is the tiffin in your hostel? What is the lunch in your hostel? Tiffin is done, lunch is done. Not like posting all that kind of questions here. That will waste your time. No use of that. Don't go with all that particular kind of discussions here. So just we can go with the only technical discussions. Definitely it will give you added advantage to get understand that what kind of the questions you are getting or where you are having with the openings. That will give you added advantage. So that is how all my previous batches also maintaining that particular respective Google Classroom. So and then just they will be adding my email ID to that particular Google Classroom here. So that is how you guys need to begin coming up with in taking with the practice. Because until unless you are not started attending with the interviews, you cannot have the clear picture what need to be practiced also. So just see that as early as possible to get start attending with interviews here. So related to the resume part, all that particular discussion I will be doing it. So related to the resumes, all that particular discussion I'll be taking with the tomorrow session. Tomorrow also we'll be having the session. The whole tomorrow session, I'll go with resume related activities as part of fresher level, how that resumes need to be done, as part of experience level, how that particular resume activities need to be done, as part of job searching, what are all the steps need to be done, all that particular information I'll be taking with the discussion in the tomorrow. For now, let's understand how we can expect the way of interview questions here. It's not like mandatory that it's not like mandatory that it will be having with the same questions here, but at least you can understand that this is how the way of you will be having interview question. This is how you can understand that in having that particular way of interview questions here. Now considering that the first one, which we will be taking with the first question. What is the first question we got? What is it? Define manual testing. The very first question, and very regular question in most of the interviews. It can be fresher level, or taking with the experience level. In most of the time, most of the companies, you can expect with this particular regular question, considering that. What is the first question? Define manual testing. So meaning of manual testing? What is it? Testing done by human interactions. So the one question you will be mentioning that, considering that testing done by human interactions. Similar to that, you will be taking with automation testing. Meaning of automation testing? Testing done by tool. So the manual testing, we need to be get mentioning that testing done by human interactions, and automation testing mentioning that testing done by tool here. And another very regular question in most of the interview. Another very regular question in most of the interviews in saying that why exactly testing has been required. In maximum of the interviews, you can expect with a very regular question considering that why testing required. So why testing required? What is the first point? To provide quality of the product. To provide quality of the product, testing has been required, testing has been mandatory. What is the second point? Time saving. Second point. First one is to provide quality of the product. Second point is to perform development activities and testing activities at the same time. Meaning of same time? Parallelly. That is what the main second reason. What is the third one? To identify the issues in starting stages. Meaning of starting stages? As early as possible. So as a tester, we need to be take care about in identifying with the issues in the starting stages. These three are very top reasons. These three are a very top reasons and the very most important reasons to get in a more market or why testing required for this particular project. Any kind of project, it's mandatory that testing has been required. Without having with the testing, without doing with the testing, there is no possibility to get more into live environment or production. It's mandatory that testing has been required. After completion of the testing only, it's need to be get more into live environment or production. And considering that the two things here, static testing and then taking with dynamic testing. The meaning of static testing? Meaning of static testing? Doing with the testing without performing any kind of action. The meaning of static testing. The meaning of static testing, we need to be get mentioning that doing with the testing without performing any kind of action. In case of dynamic testing, we need to be get mentioning that doing with the testing by performing an action. Doing with the testing by performing an action that will be taking with dynamic testing. One will be taking with static testing and another one will be taking with dynamic testing here. Similar to that, lot of definitions you need to be get look into that. As an example, it is got mentioned static testing and dynamic testing, not like restricted to only these two definitions here. Related to testing types or different types of testing, you need to be get comfortable in explaining about different types of testings here. Along with that, you got an option taking with two connectivity, two regular question. One is test closure. Another one is when to stop testing. The test closure activities taken care by test closure activity taken care by tester or test lead or test manager or any other one. Test manager. Test manager will be taking care about in doing with test closure activity. Test manager is taking care about in doing with this particular test closure activity here. Considering that taking with this particular test manager, after completion of all the testing activities, he will come up with in taking with collecting with the information of what are all the total number of test cases created for that particular project. In that particular total number of test cases, how many test cases pass, how many test cases fail, how many bugs identified, how many bugs has been closed it, how many bugs has been fixed it. So all that particular status you need to be get come up with in gathering it. It will have in a discussion. It will take care about the discussion by having with development team and then taking with testing team. He will be taking with the discussion of development team and then taking with testing team and then coming up with having with all that particular required information. So that is how you need to be get come up with in taking with the test closure process. Once it has been done, with test closure process, then he will send an email to the respective client and they will take care about in having with multiple discussion. They will take care about in having with that particular multiple discussion and they will come up with what is the next level activity need to be done. They will have a discussion in considering that what will be next level activity need to be done in case if the God decided, in case if the God decided that need to be get stopped with the testing, what are all the respective points need to be get considered in taking with that particular stopping with the testing, what are all that particular respective points need to be get taking with stopping with the testing. So to get stop with the testing, considering with some of the points, what is the first point it is mentioned? First point, deadlines. Meaning of deadlines? Target dates. The meaning of deadlines considering the target dates here. So in case of taking with that particular respective target dates, according to the test plan, so it will provided that when testing need to be started and when testing need to be completed. So according to that particular respective test plan need to be get reach it to that particular target dates. We need to be get take care about in thinking about stopping with the testing. Not like mandatory, not like mandatory to get stop with the testing here, but in case of need to be get stop the testing, some of the points considering that the one point will be considering the deadlines here. So what is the next one? After deadlines, test case pass percentage. I mean 100% of test case. 100% of test case will never possible. 100% of test case will never possible here. But at least 80 to 90% of test cases has been passed. Then we can think about in stopping that particular testing. Not like mandatory, but these are all some of the points we got considering that in stopping with the testing. The one we got considering that deadlines and the one will be considering that pass percentage. What is the next one? Budget has been depleted. Meaning of depleted? Completed. So related to that particular project, according to that particular project, if client is not having enough budget, according to that particular project, if client is not having enough budget, then also we can think about in stopping that particular respective project here. So that is what you will be taking care about and thinking about on it. And apart from that, we got mentioning about in case of bug rate has been fall down. Initial stages, we can come up with in identifying with more number of bugs, but slowly that particular bug ratio will get reduced. So in a certain stage, there is a chance of, in a certain stage, there is a chance of we cannot identify any more number of bugs. If we are not able to identify more number of the bugs, then we can think about in stopping that particular testing. And finally, considering that alpha testing and beta testing completed, then also we can think about in stopping that particular respective testing here. Considering that taking with this particular alpha testing, meaning of alpha testing, meaning of alpha testing, testing done by tester, meaning of beta testing, testing done by third party tester or third party customer. So these two particular testing, we are considering that final testing. These two particular testing, we got considering that final testing here. So in case of alpha testing and beta testing completed, combination of alpha testing and beta testing, we can consider that UAT. Meaning of UAT? User acceptance testing. So once that UAT is completed, as user has been accepted, it will be moving into the next step. So that is what it will be taking with mentioning about this particular stop with the testing. Not like mandatory that need to be get stop with the testing, but in case if you want to be get stop with the testing, what exactly the points need to be get considered, need to be get comfortable on the respective things. Similar to that, you got considering the STLC. So that is what you have been already done. So meaning of STLC, software testing life cycle. So what is the first activity? Requirement understanding. After that, test plan. After that, test scenarios. After that, test cases. After that, test execution. After that, bug reporting. And finally, test closure. Not like as it is the same step, not like 100%, but maximum that will be the steps will be followed. And apart from that, will take care about in having with other steps need to be get followed here. So, but it will vary from one particular project to another project. Definitely, the slight difference will be there from one project to another project. Then you will be taking with considering the bug reporting tool or defect reporting tool, that management tools. So all that particular things will be there and related to severity and then taking with priority. This is how you can expect with the questions related to manual testing. It's not like only this particular question. The all manual testing, the limited subject will be there, but only the thing is the way of your thinking while attending with the interview, while giving with the answers. Because they'll come up with, they'll give one functionality asking that to write any scenarios, to write any test cases, or they'll be asking that what kind of bugs we got identified, how many bugs we got identified, what kind of test cases we written, what are the different type of testing. So all that particular testing concepts you will be having with a very regular concepts will be there. So just need to be get start attending with the interviews, then you will be getting with a very clear picture in understanding what kind of questions you can expect based on your resume. And along with that, if we consider related to automation, the very regular question related to the automation, what is that question? What is WebDriver? So what is WebDriver? Let's see that. So considering that this particular one mentioning about taking with WebDriver. So what is WebDriver? WebDriver is one interface. What is the use of WebDriver? Use of WebDriver to develop automation script. So WebDriver is one interface which has been used to develop automation script and then taking with actions class. So what is the use of this actions class? Actions class. Method. What is the use of actions class? To perform what kind of action? Okay, action class is action. Huh? To perform mouse over activities. To perform mouse over activities and keyboard activities. Even keyboard activities also we can perform. When you're creating with the object, when you are creating object for actions class, when you are creating object for actions class, you can see the list of methods. By having that particular methods, you can take care about in performing keyboard actions, and then you can take care about in performing this particular mouse over actions here. You will be taking care about in performing keyboard actions and then taking with mouse over actions here. Okay. And then you got two questions here. The one question you will be taking difference between find element, find elements. The same question in a different way. What is the question? Written type of find element and find elements. Considering the difference. What is the difference? Find element is single element. Find elements. Functionality of find element to identify particular element. To identify particular element. Find elements. Find elements. To identify multiple elements of same group. To identify multiple elements of same group. To identify multiple elements of same group, you will be taking with this particular find elements here. Find element to identify particular element. Find elements to identify multiple elements of same group here. Similar to that, you will be taking with written type. So written type of find element. It will return, it will return first matching element. It will return first matching element. Return type of the find element. It will return first matching element, and then find elements. It will return all matching elements. It will return all matching elements of same group. It will return all matching elements of same group here. So which it will take care about? It will return all matching elements of same group here. So considering the find element, it will return cross matching element. Find elements, it will return all matching elements of same group here. And then taking with retrieving text from alert. So how we can retrieve text from alert? Functionality of get text. Functionality of get text. To retrieve text from application. So this particular question, what is the question? What is the question? To retrieve text from alert. So how we can retrieve the text from alert? Taking with get text only. That is what your way of understanding the question in the interviews. The question is, it is clearly saying that how to retrieve the text from alert. Considering get text correct only, but the way of your answer. If I'm taking with retrieve the text from the application, you will say that get text. Retrieving the text from alert, you have to explain them. Alert object dot get text. You have to clearly mention that. You have to clearly mention that alert object dot get text. So to retrieve text from the alert, you are taking with get text only, but that particular get text you are accessing from alert object. Because of that, you need to be clearly mention that alert object dot get text here. So that is what you will be taking with retrieving text from alert. Okay. What is the next one? What is it? Wait statement. What are the wait statements we got? Wait statement. Thread dot sleep. Implicit wait. Explicit wait. Functionality of thread dot sleep. Functionality of thread dot sleep. It will wait until the whole provided time has to be completed. Thread dot sleep. It will wait until the whole provided time has to be completed. Implicit wait. Functionality of implicit wait. It will wait until particular page has to be available. Particular page has to be loaded. Explicit wait. It will wait until particular condition has to be completed. Wait until particular condition has to be completed. So we got thread dot sleep, implicit wait, explicit wait. These three, the very regular question. Apart from that, if required, chances of you will get one more question. If required, chances of you will get one more question, considering the difference between explicit wait and fluent wait. Difference between explicit wait and fluent wait here. There is one more wait concept. We have not discussed on it, but when you are taking with interview, chances are there you will be getting with the question. The one question you will be considering the difference between explicit wait and then taking with fluent wait. Because the functionality of explicit wait. What is the functionality? Functionality of explicit wait. Wait until particular condition has to be completed. So it has to wait until particular condition has to be completed. Similar to that, if we take with fluent wait also, considering that it will wait until that particular condition has to be completed. It will wait until particular condition has to be completed. So wait until particular condition has to be completed. Explicit wait, same functionality. Fluent wait also, same functionality. Both the things has been considered. To have the same functionality. Explicit wait also, same functionality, and fluent wait also taking with the same functionality here. Okay, but what exactly make the difference? Functionality both are same. Both are waiting for condition. Then what make you difference? What exactly make you the difference here? Let's see that. See the understanding in a very simple way. Consider that you got in a two persons. Just consider that you got two persons here. Both the persons functionality doing with the running. Both the persons functionalities in doing the running. Now they got in a target. They got in a target of doing the running of 5 kilometers. How many kilometers? How many kilometers? 5 kilometers. So these two particular persons functionality doing the running target of how many kilometers? 5 kilometers. Now both the people started at the same time. Both the people started at the same time doing the running to complete the target. First person started doing the running. Second person also doing with the running. First person started doing with the running continuously. Continuously done with the running without any break and completed 5 kilometers. First person completed the target of 5 kilometers done. Second person doing the running 1 kilometer completed, taking the break of 1 minute. How many minutes? 1 minute. Taking with the break of 1 minute. 2 kilometer. Second kilometer completed. Again taking the break of 1 minute. How many minutes? 1 minute. 2 kilometers completed, taking the break of 1 minute. Third kilometer completed, break of 1 minute. Fourth kilometer completed, taking the break of 1 minute and completed with fifth kilometer. So both the persons functionality doing the running target of 5 kilometers, both the persons completed their target. Target completed. Both the persons completed the target of 5 kilometers. But what make the difference here? Time consuming. Okay. Apart from that, what is it? What is it? Break. First person continuously doing the running completed the target. But second person, what he was doing? Taking the break of every 1 kilometer for 1 minute only. Every 1 kilometer, 1 minute only. So he was taking with the break of every 1 kilometer for 1 minute. So first person continuously doing the running completed the target. Second person doing with the running by taking with the break of same time and completed the target here. So that is what your first person explicit weight. Second person considering that fluent weight. First person is explicit weight. Second person is fluent weight. Explicit weight continuously looking into the condition. Explicit weight continuously looking into the condition. This fluent weight, it is also waiting for condition by taking with the break. That is what taking with fluent weight. I can see here, considering that in taking with, considering that mentioning about having with expected condition element to be clickable, all that particular steps will be the same. So all that particular steps will be the same. So that it will be taking with this particular fluent weight, this particular fluent weight. It will wait until that particular condition has to be completed. But while waiting, it will be taking with break. That is what it will be taking with explicit weight and then taking with considering the fluent weight here. Okay. And then taking with types of assertions, considering the hard assertions or taking with soft assertions according to your understanding. What is the functionality of assert statement? Functionality of assert statement. We discussed on it. Assert statement, assert true, assert false, assert equals. Functionality of assert statement. In case of condition is true, it will continue with the execution. In case of condition is fail, in case of condition is fail, it will stop the execution. The functionality of assert statement in case of the condition has been failed. In case of the condition has been failed, it will stop it execution. Condition is true, it will continue the execution. Condition is failed, it will be stopping with execution. That is what it will be taking with this particular statement of hard assertions, taking with soft assertions. Both are assert statement only. Hard assertions, we can stop the execution. Soft assertions, if required, you can continue that particular respective execution here. So that is what you will be taking with this particular one, taking with hard assertions and taking with soft assertions, and then consider difference between get window handle and then taking with window handles. So get window handle functionality, get window handle functionality. Yeah. Open application. Window handlers. If we take with get window handle, functionality of get window handle, to retry one particular window information. If you want to be get retry, if you want to be get retry only one particular window information, then you will be taking with get window handle and then taking with get window handles to retry multiple windows information. Get window handle to retry only one particular window information. Get window handles to retry multiple windows information. So that is what you will be taking with get window handle and then taking with get window handles here. And similar to that, you will be taking with fluent weight and then taking with explicit weight. So this is how you can expect some questions related to automation, not like only that particular question. Similar to that, you can come up with different type of questions here. And then you will be taking with, in case of mention with the cucumber, you will get some questions related to this particular cucumber activities that you will be taking with. So having with what exactly mean by this particular cucumber here. Considering that you will be taking with, considering that which you will be taking with this particular BDD. Meaning of BDD? Behavior driven development. So that particular cucumber also, we can consider one particular tool taking with the help of this particular BDD framework. So that particular BDD need to be get followed the respective standard. In that, the one we will be taking with future file, and then we got step definition file, and then we got taking with tester run file. Considering the future file, use of the future file to provide all manual steps. So to get develop automation script for the purpose of to maintain manual test cases, for the purpose of to get maintain manual test cases, you will be taking with the help of this particular one, that you will be taking with future file. Then you got step definition file. Use of the step definition file. Step definition file to provide reusable functions, to provide reusable functions for developing automation script. So to provide reusable functions to develop automation script, you will be taking with this particular respective future step definition file here. So and then which you will be taking with considering the test run file. Use of the test run file to take with executing one particular test case or multiple test case. To execute one particular test case or multiple test case, you will be taking with this particular respective future test run file here. So that is how you are taking with following some standards while working with the future file in having with that particular respective keywords here. And then you will be taking with different type of keywords considering the given keyword precondition, when keyword performing an action, then keyword, this is a spell mistake, then keyword expected result, and then taking with and the keyword to get at more than one particular statement here. And then which you will be taking with considering the difference between scenario and then taking with scenario outline. Difference between this particular scenario and then taking with scenario outline here. So this particular scenario and then taking with scenario outline. The scenario is you are performing the step for one time activity. The same step you want to test with multiple inputs. Same step you want to test with multiple inputs, then you will be taking with scenario outline here. And then you will be taking with some having Java questions also. Definitely you can expect some Java questions here. The some questions related to difference between throw and then taking with throws related to exception handling. In simple, throws keyword followed by method. After writing the method, we are mentioning throws exception. Throws keyword followed by method. Throw keyword mentioned inside of the method. Throw keyword taking with inside of the method. One will be taking with throws and one will be taking with throw here. So that will be taking with considering that having difference between throw and then taking with throws. Similar to that, you got final, finally, finalize. This final is you got inheritance. Meaning of inheritance? Meaning of inheritance. Accessing the data from one class to another class here. So the meaning of inheritance considering that accessing with the data from one class to another class here. So in case of taking that particular inheritance need to be restricted. If you want to be get restrict that particular inheritance, then we can take care about in having with this particular keyword that will be taking with final and then taking with finally and then taking with finalize here. Okay. This finally related to exception handling. We are writing try block, catch a block. After catch a block, if required, we can go with finally block also. And then taking with finalize, which is related to the respective of memory. When you are defining one variable in a backend, it will take care about the memory. If you want to delete that, we can utilize the concept of finalize, not like into more detail. So just while attending the interview, just need to be get comfortable in having some Java related questions also. It's not like that you have to go with into very advanced level, but at least for the interview purpose, you need to be get coming up with in taking that particular respective Java questions here. So that we will be taking with runtime polymorphism, compile term polymorphism, considering that overload and then taking with override and then taking with abstraction and interface and then taking with encapsulation and some new features of Java 8 and then taking with writing the program of duplicate characters. Not like only this program. This is how you guys need to be get come up with taking the practice of all the Java programs also. So at least the regular programs like duplicate characters and then reverse of the string, even number, odd number, palindrome. So there's some regular Java programs will be there. You guys need to be get come up with in taking the practice of this kind of Java programs also and then taking with considering the different type of object creation. This is how you guys need to be get coming up with taking with different type of interview questions. It's not like only these questions. It's not like only these questions here. This is how the way of questions you can get expected. So this particular PDF file already got uploaded in your Google Classroom related to Selenium. That PDF file you're already having related to manual testing. I'm just updating on that. So maximum of in the next week, I'll be uploading that particular PDF file also. So just take care about in having with all that particular interview preparations need to be done. So at any cost, you need to be get come up with taking care about all the technical preparations need to be done. Take care about all that particular things. And then in case of if it got enabled of the SNASCAM, the main assessment got enabled, you can start writing that particular exam also. So that particular exam, you can have your own slot, that particular timings, that particular day. Once you start doing the registration, it will be asking that at what particular day and what particular time you have to write that exam. You can start doing that, take that particular exam. If you are comfortable, you can write that particular exam. You can write it in your hostels, whatever it can be. Otherwise, you can go to our lab. You will have enough people to guide you that to have that particular exam. You can take your laptop and from the lab also you can write that particular exam here. But take care about in completing that particular exam also. And the whole tomorrow session, I'll be taking with all the information related to all the resume activities by tomorrow. Uh-huh. Closed training will be done here. Okay. Only training will be closing it, but your Google Classroom access, the lab access, and then all the information what you record, everything will be there. Tomorrow I will get my email ID, my mobile number, all the things I will be getting it. Even though training is just completed, but all the support from our side or institute, that part will be there. It's not like training is completed and you're totally out from the Naresh IT. It's not like that. Just your regular classes will be completed. But apart from that, Google Classroom access, lab access, so all the information you will be having it. So all that particular things, how you can get utilize it, all the information I'll be taking tomorrow. So please take care about tomorrow session also. In the meanwhile, take care about all the regular practice and look into the NASCAM exam also here. Okay. So please take care about all the required practice here. Okay. Clear. Carry on. Meet you tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow. Okay. Yes, guys. Online students, if you have any questions, you can carry on.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, yeah, carry on.
Sir, can you please upload Selenium PDF file? I'm not getting, sir. Last time I
No,
have
that
already.
is, I have been uploaded in a very starting days of the session, right? In a very starting days of our automation session on that
Yes,
particular
sir,
day only have been
but I'm
uploaded.
not getting, sir. Uh,
How come? Okay, anyway, I'll see that to upload it. Okay. Yeah.
okay, okay, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Sir, what is
Yes.
mean by retrospective meeting?
Repeat the question.
What is mean by retrospective meeting? In
So
the
that is
agile,
like once that particular sprint has been completed, in that particular sprint, what are the issues or what are the mistakes has been done? They need to be get cross check that. That discussion you will be considered as that respective meeting.
okay, who
Okay.
will attend that?
It depends. Maximum of testers, developers, all the people will be the test lead.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
I got one call. That's why.
Okay. No issues at all. Right. All right, guys. Please take care about the things. Meet you tomorrow also. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everyone.